Hey there, and welcome to the Employee Factory, your go-to spot for AI and LLM technical education. Okay, let's jump straight in with the most pressing question in AI scaling right now. How in the world do you physically fit a gargantuan 65 billion parameter brain onto a single standard GPU without literally melting the hardware? In today's explainer, we're diving deep into token compression. We're talking about the clever mathematical tricks and engineering hacks, specifically quantization and pruning, that researchers use to shrink model representation sizes, accelerate inference, and slash costs. Whether you're an AI engineer deploying at scale, a product team building for mobile edge devices, or an ops manager trying to cut those massive cloud compute bills, you absolutely need these optimization tools in your toolbox. To get there, we'll unpack this across 5 structural pillars, starting with the heavy cost of LLMs, moving into trimming the model size, exploring parameter-efficient fine-tuning, scaling context and attention, and wrapping up with prompt caching. Section 1. The heavy cost of LLMs. Before we can optimize anything, we really need to understand the massive computational toll these architectures demand natively. Consider this. A standard 70 billion parameter model using regular 32-bit floating point numbers requires a staggering 280 gigabytes of RAM just to load into memory. I mean, you're talking about multiple, highly expensive GPUs just to wake the model up. That is a massive bottleneck if you want to build edge applications or scale up efficiently. Which brings us to Section 2, trimming the model size. So what if we could just compress that internal token representation? This is where quantization comes in, and it's kind of like lowering an image's resolution. By mapping those heavy 32-bit floats down to 4-bit integers using scaling factors, we preserve the original range of values, but absolutely crush the memory footprint. A 7 billion parameter model goes from 28 gigabytes down to just 3.5 gigabytes, and you lose almost no accuracy. Suddenly, your model is 2 to 4 times quicker in inference and fits right onto a consumer-grade chip. Now, to handle the math without losing the model's intelligence, we use some pretty clever tricks. Because model weights naturally form a normal distribution, meaning they tend to cluster around 0, advanced techniques like normal float 4 or NF4 create customized bins based on data density. Instead of spacing the bins equally, it adapts to the data. This prevents mapping all your vital weights to just 0 or 1, which preserves the model's complex understanding. But if quantization shrinks the weights, these next techniques remove them entirely. You can use structured pruning to chop out entire lazy attention heads, giving you hardware-friendly sparsity, or unstructured pruning to zero out individual weights. There's also knowledge distillation, which essentially transfers a massive model's skills into a tiny, agile student model. Both methods compress the internal representation, letting you run heavy logic on much smaller hardware. All right, Section 3, parameter-efficient fine-tuning. Completely retraining a massive 70 billion parameter model for your company's private data? Yeah, that's agonizingly slow and incredibly expensive. We need a shortcut. Enter LoRa, or low-rank adaptation. Instead of updating the entire frozen network, it injects a tiny trainable delta matrix into the layers. It then uses matrix decomposition to slice that matrix into 2 much smaller parts. You only train those tiny new matrices, which drastically slashes the math required. To put that into perspective, by decomposing a 262,000 parameter matrix into a rank 8 structure, you only end up training 8,192 parameters. You're literally taking a computational headache that would normally require a server farm and turning it into a breeze you can run locally for a fraction of the cost. It gets even better. If you take LoRa and add double quantization, which is basically like zipping an already zipped file to compress the scale values themselves, you get QLoRa. Throw in page optimizers to manage memory spikes, and boom, this is exactly how you squeeze that massive 65 billion parameter model onto a single 48 gigabyte GPU. It's an absolute game changer. Section 4, scaling context and attention. Getting the model onto a GPU is just step 1. How do we actually speed up inference and scale the context window up to, say, 200,000 tokens without latency totally freezing the system? Well, standard attention chokes because it constantly reads and writes massive intermediate matrices back and forth to the GPU's high bandwidth memory. Flash attention fixes this bottleneck by tiling the data directly into the ultra-fast SRAM on the GPU, skipping those intermediate saves entirely. Fewer memory hops means processing vast documents way faster. We can slash memory traffic even further with multi-query attention. Standard models keep separate key and value matrices for every single attention head, but this technique keeps the query vectors unique to catch complex patterns while forcing all the heads to share the exact same key and value matrices. Moving less data translates to a massive reduction in inference time. Section 5. Prompt caching. Let's talk about optimizing runtime latency for the end user. Before an LLM generates a single output token, it has to compute key value, or KV pairs. This is the model's internal understanding of how every word in a prompt relates to every other word across its transformer layers. It is highly expensive, especially if you're attaching a dense 50-page document to every single prompt. Prompt caching rescues us here by saving the KV pairs of that static document. So the next time the user asks a question, the model doesn't reread all 50 pages. It just pulls the cached context from memory and only computes the math for the new dynamic question. It's a remarkably efficient way to handle multi-turn conversations. But there is a catch. Because the system checks your prompt token by token right from the start, you have to format things perfectly. You must always place your static content, like system instructions or documents, at the very beginning, placing the dynamic user query at the very end. If you put the change in question at the beginning, the cache match breaks instantly and you lose all your latency savings. As we relentlessly compress trillion-parameter giants into faster, cheaper edge models, it leaves us with a huge question. Will colossal data centers soon become obsolete? With quantization, pruning, and flash attention bringing supercomputing power to local devices, is the future of AI in massive server farms, or just highly optimized models living right inside our pockets? By shrinking token representations, you unlock LLMs that are faster, cheaper, and incredibly portable without sacrificing quality. If you found this helpful, hit like, subscribe for more AI deep dives, and drop your questions in the comments, whether it's about a specific library, hardware platform, or your own use case. Thanks for tuning into this explainer from the Employee Factory, and we'll see you in the next one.